A biblical look at Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the only fair approach to the study of the patriarchs because they are historical figures introduced through the Bible. It's surprisingly easy to forget this simple truth in today's information is everywhere society. Beginning with the Bible, we see right away an interesting picture of nomadic and semi-nomadic men, meaning that they were travelers with livestock and tents. And yet, they were successful enough in the economies of the lands they traveled in to have direct influence in the pagan governments, the power to buy land, and even in the case of Isaac, the ability to buy and cultivate farmland. With their direct interactions with pagan kings, their numerous slaves, the surprising military branches of their tribes that Abraham himself led, and the biblical references of them owning camels, and a picture begins to emerge of intriguingly economic powerhouses driven by theological conviction. The biblical patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob seem to fit neatly into a category of the ancient economy from the 2nd millennia BC and before. It's recently been pieced together by historians and is known from old Assyrian and Babylonian texts. These family groups referred to as traveling merchants. Like the patriarchs, they were nomadic and semi-nomadic. They dealt in livestock, bought and sold land, wrote and entered agreements with settled kings, were military leaders, were a huge part of the ancient slave market, and a sign of the most wealthy was ownership of camels. The Bible has continued to gain respect as an historically accurate book of theology, despite claims against it. The case of the Bible's wealthy, influential patriarchs, now known as part of the historically established traveling merchants, is just one example.